Okay, today we're going to take a look at some plastic model kit character robot toys. Where should we start? Well, this little guy actually operates on a single AAA battery that you put in the back, and you have an on-off switch here. And you can see it's actually a really good walker. And it's of the newer walking style, meaning that it just has a free roller wheel, no ratchets in the rear and grippers in the front. And it manipulates the foot in such a way that when the foot that's moving forward lifts the toe so it can roll on the rear roller wheel, and then when that foot's all the way forward, it tips the foot down so this grips, and then this one tips up and it rolls. Very complicated mechanics, works very, very well. It's very efficient. These are kits, and let's see if we can get more of them in the picture. We've got things blocking the way. Let's move the Terminator here out of the way. This would be the box for the one that I just showed you, right here. Made by Tomy. And I only put this one kit together, but I bought basically all the others that I could find because they were really cool kits. And at the time, way back when I bought them, they were like only 20 bucks a piece. So I've got all these different ones here. I've got things blocking me from getting these other boxes out. They all have these different names, which doesn't really mean a whole lot to us in America. Well, I guess it does to the people that really collect these. I should just rephrase it and say, unfortunately, I'm not knowledgeable enough to be able to tell you a whole lot about the names. What's this one say on the bottom here? Thought I was going to see some different information there. I didn't. I had no idea I had so many of these brand new, still unboxed. Ooh, got this one for a lot less, like 8 bucks. And at a Toys R Us of all places. Snap together model kit. Tacking. Real walker system. Same on this one. Different model. Very cool. So there's one, there's two, there's three. Trying to get them back where they came from. There's 4, 5, 6, 7. So I had 7 of those puppies all together. But they're all going to have the same real walking system that this guy had right here. You can see you have your on-off switch there, and you do basically snap them together. And they're just a very good walker. For such a small little robot. Very cool. Okay, we want to look at next. Let's look at, let's move this box. Have this kit here. It looks like your standard T28 type thing. They're calling it Iron Robot Type 28. Crown Models Robot Series. Made in Japan. And basically when you put it together, it makes this little guy right here, which is a plastic wind-up with a roller wheel and little metal diggers in the back. At any rate, the wind-up motor is crap in it. You kind of have to help the key along no matter how much you wind it up. I tried winding it up a bunch and it didn't make a whole lot of difference. So you don't actually buy it so much to play with as you buy it to assemble and collect. Okay, let's move up to this upper shelf. And we have this guy here. And his box I already have over in this other part of the area. I'm going to move this camera back a little so I can get enough room to get the box in here. See, the box is larger. I think you can see it now. And it basically is a battery operated walking robot. It's a Pinwalker. It says robot series number 7. It's the Mark III. It's made in Japan. And with the box you get the instructions, which shows how to put everything together, shows the motor, shows the batteries. It takes 2 C cells, 1 in each foot, and it's a Pinwalker, so they pass the pins down past the batteries so that they'll walk. The switch on the back has a center off position so that you can run it forward or backward right here, so it can walk forward or backward. These plastic covers you pop off, and that's where the batteries are, and here are the little metal pins. Here, let's there you can see them coming around. That's what's going to cause your walking action. You do have an arm movement going on, and you do have light up eyes, and you do have the other direction as well. Now, I would put him up and I'd let him walk, except he actually tends to kind of hops along. Tends to fall over a bit, and I don't want to break him. Oh, this foot here. Take this battery out so you can get a peek in there. So you can see the battery just sits in there. The cover snaps on. The little pin that makes it walk rides to the inside on both legs. Okay, next we have this rock thrower. Here. And it's a kit again. It comes with a plastic rock that you can put in the one arm, and here's a walker. He's a walker and a rock thrower. Takahara ST, so you know it's Japan. And basically in the remote there are 2 penlight batteries, both in the same direction, so for longer life. So it's running on 1.5 volts. And there we go. The way it works is there's belt driven. This is the belts on each one, and there's 2 wheels, and the belts go up to pulleys up to the motor up top. And one button would have both wheels driven, so it'd be moving forward, and the other button turns one of the wheels off, if I remember right, and then it turns. And this arm here has kind of a latching mechanism, and when it runs and that releases, well actually I think you're supposed to go all the way up with it, releases the rock throwing mechanism, I think. I'm trying to remember. Either having a bad battery connection or a wire connection. Ooh, it shoots right along. Maybe you can see those wheels turning down there. Just wondering if I could get some action going in the reverse direction. At any rate, it goes forward. The rock and the instructions are in the box, so I don't lose them. And what else? I do have, I'm going to take you off the tripod, so things are going to get a little bit shaky here. Hang on. And of course, I do have the Japanese version of our robot Commando. Is a model kit that you pull together as a pullback mover. They called it baby something or other. I can't remember. I have one that I've assembled and one that's still a mint in box that hasn't been assembled. And here's Wonder Robo, but I haven't ever assembled old Wonder Robo. He's still sitting there with his motor and parts, so I can't show you what that's going to look like. Sometimes I would buy just based on the box art, because I like the box art on these character robots back here. But when you put them together, what you end up with is things that look like that is supposed to be that, and that is supposed to be that. I mean, these are like what we would have gotten back in the 50s and the 60s in our cereal boxes. But the box art alone on those little kits were the main reason that I picked those up, and there's a whole bunch of those that people that are neglecting can get. I felt 2 was enough of that to represent it. I'm going to show you something else. I think, oh, papercraft. You know, if you don't want to buy the metal ones, up here you can see this is all papercraft that you can find online and print on your printer and then glue together. And they're all based on characters in Japan. I think there's even a few more paper crafts of character robots. You know, there's movie ones and toy ones and stuff like that, but I was thinking more of the Japanese characters. Oh yeah, here we go. See, look at that. I really like that guy, and that was all paper craft. And you got other ones down there. So I think, well, I know I've missed some, but that's to be expected, right? When I just walk around and I don't have a plan. I think that's pretty much the end of the character robots. I'll move on to something different.